All Earth signs, welcome to your July mid-month reading. So this is for Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. And before I get started, I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting me and subscribing to this channel. It's really helpful to keep it going so I can share all these readings with you guys. And if you haven't listened to your specific monthly reading, go ahead and do that now. All the links are down below. And also something exciting I'm doing is a Instagram contest to possibly win a free reading with me. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Palladian Star Goddess Tarot, and you'll see the post there. And you could enter to possibly win a free reading with me. So everything is linked down below. Go ahead and check that out. Okay, so let's get started. I feel like Earth signs, if you've watched your monthly reading, your specific monthly reading for July, there is an abundance of energy that is very, very positive coming in for you guys, and that has to do a lot with other people receiving their karma. It has to do with you getting your karma, whatever awesome things you've put out into the world, you are getting back, and you're kind of this Mother Earth energy that is, it's peaceful and satisfied. So that is the majority of how Earth sign energy is for this mid-month. So from now, which is July 17th to August 1st, around that time. And since we are in Mars retrograde Aquarius, we have kind of this slowed down approach to whatever kind of argument or disagreement that we may have been in the recent or past months. There's a particular situation going on with Capricorn where you guys are just waiting for something beautiful and amazing to happen, and it is. It's going to. You're getting what you are asking for. So we have the Knight of Swords energy coming in, which is moving fast, it's moving quick, it's ready to slay whatever it needs to slay. It's gonna bring you what you've been asking, which is either someone new coming into your life, or it's to deal with someone that is currently already in your life. Okay, here we go. So we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. We have Knight of Pentacles. Okay, two Knights here. And then we have Queen of Wands. So if some of you have been dealing with a fire sign, then that makes a lot of sense. And then of course we have this Earth energy with the Knight of Pentacles. We have an air energy with the Knight of Swords, the Hermit, obviously Virgo, and then Queen of Wands. So there's this particular set of energies that have to deal with you guys specifically asking for something and then receiving it. So there was a standstill, right? There was this kind of period last month in June, and also a little bit in the beginning of July, especially because Mars retrograde in Aquarius started June 26th. So we had this stuck kind of energy where it's like, okay, I'm not really moving forward, I'm not moving backward, I'm kind of just stuck here, I don't really know what to do, I'm kind of just thinking about, you know, I wish I could move into the next stage or the next step of my life or in the next relationship, but it's just not budging. So we had that energy in the past, and now moving forward, since it's July 17th and we're moving into August, we have this powerful push forward into, now that you've had this time to reflect and do your inner work, you have beautiful new things coming that you are going after. And if you have a fire sign in your life, so if you have a Sagittarius or an Aries or a Leo, they could be helping you along with that. For a lot of you, they could be helping you along with that or helping guide you. But for some of you, it could be that they were holding you back a little bit, and they were kind of enabling this energy where you are just standing still. So just so you guys know, you guys do have movement coming in, as the Knight of Swords is showing you. Okay, I'm going to do goddess cards in a minute as well, just to see what comes out. But yeah, there's this really cool kind of moment that you guys had where you really had to pay attention to what kind of people were coming into your life and for what purpose. And you got to see a little bit of that when the new moon in Cancer was happening in your emotional sector. Of course, you got to see who these people are and how they affect you emotionally, and whether they are serving a good purpose in your life or not. And now, here we go. Okay, so now, since we have the full moon total lunar eclipse in Aquarius coming, okay, here we go. Here's Temperance. Sorry, the light is kind of reflecting on it. Temperance. So we'll get into that in a minute, but it's also, there's that Sagittarius energy coming in as well. So we have someone to talk about if you guys are dealing with a Sagittarius. But during the full moon total lunar eclipse in Aquarius on July 27th, that is a good time to get rid of what no longer serves us. So that could be with emotion, that could be with toxic people, that could be with a job that you're doing that you just hate. It's a good time to reflect into that, and a major shift will happen with that. So whatever you've been asking for, you're going to receive. And it's a good time to also make sure you are indoors if you can possibly be, just kind of in a quiet space. I know it's not possible for everybody in the world to be quiet and calm that day, but if you can, keep the peace somewhat and not really get into any conflicts or be around a lot of chaotic people and drama, just kind of stay calm, cool, Mother Earth, and grounded that day. Okay, so Temperance is coming out. So we do have this fire energy in your life, but there's also air energy. And there's somewhat of, so we have this fire, we have this air, but we also have another earth energy coming in, which is telling me that you had to question a lot about these past months. You had to question a lot. Is this person good for me? Are they keeping things from me? Am I going to be able to find out what they've been doing? And the answer to that, if you haven't had it already, is going to come to you very quickly within these, within this mid-month up until the beginning of August. So you'll get your answer pretty quickly, especially if you're reflecting on yourself and your inner being during the total lunar eclipse. Okay, and then we have the Fool. So there we go, taking that leap, taking that jump and becoming this person that is no longer fearful of what other people think and how other people are going to react. You're just doing it. And back to Temperance a little bit, also making sure that you're in balance with certain things. So making sure you're not overindulging in sex, alcohol, whatever, food, whatever it may be. Making sure that we're centered and grounded so we can start to have a flow of positive energy into our lives, and really beautiful things can happen. Okay, so then we have Four of Pentacles. So kind of like we were talking about earlier, that kind of stuck energy or that stable energy where it's like, yeah, I'm not really ready to move yet. I'm not budging. And you may have asked for it, but it just wasn't probably your time yet. Okay, and then we have Six of Wands. Beautiful. Victory. Receiving what you have been asking for. And above all that, it's also when you're sitting on your high horse. Okay, let's say people see you as sitting on your high horse and you really don't have to answer to anybody and yada yada. People tend to think that about earth signs, right? Especially, well, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. You know, people tend to think, oh, they just, they think they're so important and they think they have everything figured out and they're, they can be controlling or they can be this or that, whatever it is. So pretend, you're sitting on your high horse, but does this person care what everyone thinks about him? Heck no. He's looking down and he's like, yeah, okay, I may be on my high horse, but you could get up here too if you wanted to. I don't care what you think. You can get your own horse. So I know you guys are having that energy of like, okay, once I start moving forward and having this positive, dynamic, structured, kind of amazing, beautiful energy coming in, and people are maybe looking down upon you because you are vibrating at a higher level. I don't know how that correlates, right? It's like, okay, if I'm vibrating higher, how can people look down upon me? Well, it's because they are feeding off of the energy that they only know, which is lower negative vibrations. So they want to bring you down to their level. So if you look at that, yes, I'm looking down because it's like, I don't know what it's like to look up. I don't know what it's like to soar, and I don't know what it's like to have victory. So look out for some jealousy around this mid-month. Sorry, there's people screaming at the pool here where I am. So try to ignore that. Okay, so goddess cards. Let's see what's happening. First card out. Okay, criticism. And I know there's a reflection. Sorry. Let me go like this. Okay, criticism. So 9 of Swords. And it's this energy where you guys have had this fear in the past where you're worried about if you do something or say something, you're worried about being judged or criticized, or just like what we were talking about. Like, I'm worried that I'm going to look bad because I am soaring and I am doing and I'm successful and I'm being this person that knows what they want and I'm being someone that other people might aspire to be. But aspiring is different than being envious. So you could have these other groups of people that are envious of you, and we could be talking about a Sagittarius energy, or we could be talking about a air energy or another earth sign energy. But there is a fear of the criticism, and there's a fear of feeling like you're alone even when you're not alone. Because if you're the only one soaring and you're the only one on this high horse, and you could be still inviting other people to get their own horse, but they're still going to remain jealous because they haven't figured out the clue to the game. They haven't figured out how to be successful yet. So there is a fear of being judged or being criticized, but you know what? We have to just push that. We have to push that out of our heads, and we have to realize, okay, earth sign, yes, I am structured, I am responsible, and I am successful. Okay, child creative spark. So there's a real cool dynamic with child creative spark, and that has to do with when you were younger. If you think back to when you were younger, what did you love to do? Did you love to paint? Did you love to dance? Did you love to take pictures or whatever it is? So what is that feeling inside of you that makes you the happiest and that gives you that ball of passionate power. And feeling that fire energy as an earth sign is pretty fantastic, because you can go back and you can think, wow, when was I the most happy? Probably at some point in your childhood, you did something that you loved to do creatively. So you're going back into that now when you're moving forward into this positive place in life instead of feeling stuck. So just try to think back of what made you happy when you were a child, or even, preteen or teenager. Just what is something that made you the most happy, and try to do that again. Okay, what else do we got? Yes! Okay. Pele, purifier. So, this is also a energy that is the most amount of fire that you could possibly feel. So and you know why a lot of fire is coming out also? So there's this is a Mars card. So we're at Mars retrograde, Aquarius, and there's a lot of Mars energy that kind of feels like, oh, we're going in this, hectic time. It doesn't necessarily need to be hectic. It can just be really eye-opening. And Pele, the Hawaiian goddess, which is super beautiful, has to do with setting fire to the people that, or to the things that were evil to her, or that were mean to her, or she's getting revenge on those people, but also it's not revenge in like I wish bad things on you. It's a revenge kind of in the way that I'm showing you that I'm on my high horse. You can come on it too, but I am showing you that I am powerful and I am passionate and I have my life figured out. So you can come join if you want, but I have it figured out. So yes, earth signs, you have a lot to think about this month and this mid-month, and make sure that during the, when Sun enters Leo, right, we're gonna be heading into Leo season. When the Sun enters Leo July 22nd, make sure that you're already on that path of figuring out that whoever that person is that was holding you back or trying to hold you back, make sure that they're aware that you no longer will allow that, and that you are someone that has already you already have it figured out, and you're starting your success journey, or you already have, regardless if they've helped you or not. And that could have been that Sagittarius energy we're talking about. It also could be an Aquarius, could have been Libra. It could also be another earth sign. So of course this is a general reading, but we're talking about what specifically is happening with earth signs. All earth signs right now are going to be successful, so watch out for the people that are envious, and watch out for the people that look like they're on your side, but they're really not. So just keep an eye out for that. And then, of course, as always, if you want a private reading with me, my link is down below, JulianaMeredith.com, and we can really dig into specifics. You can book directly through the website. And follow me on Instagram, and you could possibly win that free reading. So look out for that post, and it's free to enter, and hopefully you win that free reading with me. I love talking with you guys, and I will see you guys next month. Thank you guys. Bye.